One of the most commonly asked questions I ever receive is, do you have any advice on sticking to a meditation regime? Or how do you discipline yourself to stick to a meditation routine? I think that word routine is really part of the solution. People are creatures of habit. So there are probably things in your daily routine that you do with ease. You get up, you clean your teeth, you have a bath, maybe you do the dishes or something like that. But there are things which you do because they've become part of your routine that maybe now you have very little resistance to, you barely think about. So with your meditation, you want to make it part of that routine. To do that, it's best to have a set location, which is convenient, as quiet as possible. Maybe it has the accoutrements associated with meditation that you use. Maybe use a specific cushion or you burn incense. And practice in that place as often as possible. It's also really powerful to practice at a set time every day, maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening. That becomes your meditation time from then on. As your mind and your subconscious get used to this routine, you find that some of the barriers that get in the way of your practicing start to disappear. It also helps you discipline yourself to cut other things out of your life that allow you to stick to the routine. So a lot of people, they complain they don't have enough time, but if you look at their life, they spend hours every evening watching television or socializing. And it's really a question of what they'd rather do. Which brings me to the next key, which is attitude. A lot of people, I think, are finding it hard because they're viewing meditation as some form of negative, hard thing that they need to make themselves do, rather than viewing it as a wonderful, beautiful thing, which it's magnificent to have an opportunity to do. So if you think about it, if you're viewing meditation correctly, which is as a daily joy and a chance to bring yourself into balance and harmony and to relax, develop your mind and to find more out about who you are and the world around you, then you're looking forward to it rather than trying to make yourself stick to it. It's something you really want to do, and that when the time comes, that's really good. Another thing on the attitude is that I've noticed that some people, the way they view meditation helps them. So I think we all have our own one of these, but there is a powerful position about how you view this as a practice, which will help you to both discipline yourself and achieve results in that practice. So some people see it as a challenge, and they look forward to that challenge, and when they're practicing, because it's a challenge, they try their best. They don't get lazy or routined in their practice. They really try hard. Some people would find that stressful, and it would be negative for them. Other people, they view it as a sacred duty. So a bit like praying or doing good works, they really feel it's something they're doing not for themselves, but for other people, because they want to have a better effect on the world. Therefore, they're making sure they're a better person in order to do that. Other people see it as a necessity. They get themselves into a mental position where it's like sleeping or eating. It's not an option not to do it. Whatever position puts you in a position of strength, that's the one you should cultivate. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about the things that can get in the way. And this is an extremely powerful principle and practice that once you've got the hang of, you can use to gain great ability in all skills in life. using every distraction and using every reason not to practice to your advantage. So you may find that one of these little tricks your mind plays on you is tell you the reason why tonight or this morning it's not going to happen. So it will say tomorrow is when the new regime starts, tomorrow. And of course, many people have been waiting 30 years for tomorrow and it still hasn't appeared. So whenever you get that feeling that says, I'll start this tomorrow, that means it's time to do it now. That feeling is reminding you to grasp the moment, because that procrastination means that you never get to live the life you want to live or do what you want to do. The second most common challenge, in my opinion, could be to do with maybe there's a reason why you won't be able to fit this in or do this tonight. It could be to do with being busy or having other people round or not having the area to practice. Whatever that is, you need to make that part of the challenge. So let's imagine you've been travelling all day, or you've had a social event or something and you've missed your normal time, and you get back and you say, I'm too tired. Well, that's brilliant. The challenge this evening is to meditate and remain calm and clear and focused when extremely tired. Make the negative part of the positive. So a bit like weightlifting, this is you make the adversity part of the training. And the same works for, I've got a sore back, well, lie down. The challenge is to find a way to meditate around that injury or around that pain. A great master once said to me, it's good sometimes to have something to ignore. So incorporate that into whatever starts to prevent you doing it. And you'll find your mind comes up with all sorts of tricks that means it's actually impossible. There's a good reason why it's not possible for you to stick to your discipline tonight. Turn those reasons into the reason to stick to it. And then you've really got one of the fundamentals of self-mastery down. These are the principles that I've learnt to stick to a meditation regime, and they can be applied to all disciplines. I hope they help you in your practice.